Collins to finish the layup.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Three-pointer, and Freak gets it to go. On the assist by Sessions. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Wall. And too long on the shot.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Beal. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Sanders right through the knee for the layup. Sanders has got his first 2 points. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Collins against Beal. Collins kicks to Gasol. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gasol's got his first points of the night. It's Beal on the wing. Puts up a three. Shot is off, and the Bulls going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I spoke briefly with Randy Whitman. He's thrilled with their play on the offensive end of the floor, saying it's all coming together for us. The ball movement is great, and when someone doesn't have it, they're cutting and fighting to get open. It's just fun basketball to coach and to watch. Let's have some fun ourselves, guys.
And Doris, appreciate the report. And we'll get to see early on here how coaches' focus on their shot selection comes to fruition, guys.
And if they heed their coach's words and really commit to finding the best shot possible each time down, I think they'll be fine.
Teamwork is the secret here. I mean, if they're going to achieve that goal of shooting a high percentage from the floor, they can't do it as individuals. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Wall. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of this.
John Wall at the line for two.
He's off on the first. So Chicago going with an almost. The Bulls leading by 8. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots, Payne out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Sanders in at the center, filling out the middle.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wall against Beverly. Shot off the pick. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now here's Freak. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there.
Humphries with the steal. 1:56 left in the second quarter. It's Wall with the drive. Ajinça, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Collins. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Humphrey sets a pick for Wall. Here's Ajinça. It's all in by the Bulls.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Another trip to the strike form, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
So the whistle.
Stay down. Stay down.
The 2K Sports.
And Kenny, let's talk about injuries. A part of the game, but some manage to stay healthy. Is it all just luck?
Well, some of it's luck, but a lot of it's preparation. If you prepare your body for the rigors of the NBA season, you're going to reduce the risk and you become more durable. And the
Why do you look like a cowboy on 2K?
But really, one of the most valuable things a player can bring to the table.
Why do you look like a cowboy on 2K?
You know, the saying goes, the best
How you
ability
know?
is
Pretty much put
availability.
up in the bed.
Oh, I like that.
Headass. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, cool.
The great one, Michael Jordan. His mark left indelibly on the city of Chicago. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Yeah, clamp.
The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And while they swept the season series against them, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So for Toronto right now, they've got Powell, also Lowry out there. Petrovic is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Webster in at the 4 slot. And so here's Toronto. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me, we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end. And the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
All right, Doris. And they're able to recover. Gasol with the steal. From outside the arc. Shot by Collins, no good. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Wizards in Washington.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And here's Lowry. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Powell dishes to Lowry. And the pass to Petrovic. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Sessions. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Powell kicks to Lowe. Can they get it? Andrew Beverly, he's checked in. Now for the Raptors. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Joseph. Here's McGarry. Off the mark, and a chance to hear from point guard. Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same direction.
You know, we got a group of guys who...
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Len. Corey Joseph is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Petrovic, and it's McGarry in at the 4.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Beverly, the pass to Collins. From deep. Can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Ross with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. From deep. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to Collins. From deep three-point range. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Powell, that's good.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Ross with a screen on Butler. Lowry against Butler. Lowry dishes to Jordan. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shot by Collins, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Lowry against Butler. Lowry kicks to Jordan. Here's Powell. Drills it from outside. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Now here's Freak. And that's not going to go.
T-Mobile. Madison Bumgarner, as good as it gets. Love to watch the lefty work.
T-Mobile's giving you free stuff.
Futures game, Eloy Jimenez. There he comes. It's a foul ball, so he doesn't have to catch it, but whoa, why not? How's your length? Look at that.
I saw the ball fly out.
Futures game.
I caught the ball, I was almost on the track, and I either had the choice of running into the wall and rolling my body on the wall, which in my case was a whole lot easier for me. I caught the ball, I was almost on the track, and I either had the choice of running into the wall and rolling my body on the wall.
From Ray to Crawford. That high fastball popped up. Lamb fighting the sun, and it hits him. Might need the sunglasses. From Ray to Crawford.
Yo, Chris.
Dang, dude.
I was taking a shit.
That long?
And so we wrap up.
Yeah, bro, because of them expired freaking raisins you gave me. Nigga.
You can admit that was funny.
For this bitch. No, it fucking wasn't.
Hey, you trying to play GTA, bro?